The basic premise here is that we're all born ingenious, right? We all have the capacity to come up with ingenious ideas to our problems, and it gets bottled up over time. So here's New York City. We had a big hurricane a couple years ago, and the subways were flooded, unprecedented flooding. And this is what's happening in the world now. And I'm not a pessimist, I'm really an optimist, but I believe that our challenges are increasing. You know, whether you're talking about climate change or peak oil, deforestation, species extinction, health issues, water issues, that we have an increasing number of challenges as designers. And this is what it looks like. So we've got this hockey stick of challenges. I think that we're in an unsustainable state. So the impact of humans on the natural world is out of whack. We can't just keep doing the same things we're doing and expect a positive outcome. And that in between the number of solutions and the challenges is the ingenuity gap. So we have to fill that. So the way I describe ingenuity is clever, original, practical use of existing resources to solve problems. Some people get it confused with innovation. I think of innovation as new and mostly products and services. Ingenuity exists within people, right? So it's not just new and exciting, it's solving problems using existing resources. This is my company called Future. My background is graphic design, but I've really shifted to applying design to ingenuity to solve big problems. This is our company, and we built this specifically to run these ingenuity workshops to unlock ingenuity in companies and people. And these are the practices that we've developed over the last 10 years. Be bold. You know, what's the big, bold challenge that you're trying to address? Get out, and I don't mean get out and see how people are using design. This isn't sort of ethnographic resource. This is get out of your comfort zone, your orthodoxies, the way you solve problems. Go in an unfamiliar place and experience that. Think wrong, I'll talk more about that, but it's based on human brain function and how we follow predictable synaptic pathways. Make stuff, bet small. When you think about big problems or big challenges and, you know, like AIDS in Africa, it's just too big. Bet small is about reducing these things to these small bets. And the last one, move fast. How do you learn from the investment in betting small and create a flywheel effect going forward? I'm going to show projects to illustrate each of these points. Steve Jobs on this slide used to talk about the dent you want to make in the universe, right? So what is that big thing? And start there. This is a CEO, a guy named Daniel Birnbaum, who's the CEO of Sodastream. He is the most fearless CEO I've ever met in my life. Sodastream makes a home beverage maker, so you press on the top and it carbonates water. You can add syrup to it or whatever you want. The mission, the big, bold challenge for Sodastream was let's go up against what they call big soda, Coke and Pepsi, that serves a lot of their drinks in single-serving bottles and cans. So this is a project they do called The Cage, where they show how many bottles and cans one family in 5 years uses. He put it in the Atlanta airport in the US, which is the home of Coke. Coke immediately sued them and said, that's our intellectual property in there. And Sodastream came back and said, okay, go pick up all those bottles and cans all over the world if it's your property. And they dropped the lawsuit. So what I love about that example is Sodastream is a for-profit company. They want to make as much money as possible, but they're actually doing something that's meaningful, getting rid of the single-serving bottles and cans, which is, you know, just crazy. But we're also shipping that stuff using fossil fuel to ship what's mostly water. So make it at home, save all that. Be ingenious, right? There's that ingenuity latent in all of us, you know, using creativity to solve problems and existing materials.